tomorrow by train. Call the Amtrak travel hotline right now. We'll book your trip and email your tickets within minutes. Skip the drive to the airport and skip the lines. Call right now to book your Amtrak reservations. We service most of the United States.
All aboard!
Do something new. Travel by Amtrak today.
800-428-9517. 800-428-9517. 800-428-9517. That's 800-428-9517.
What are you so happy about?
I'm on the pill.
Aren't you two a bit old to worry about having more kids?
Not her, me.
You lost me there, buddy.
Steelman pills. Things weren't always looking up, if you catch my drift. So my doctor prescribed me a little something.
Like Viagra?
Yeah, but that's expensive, and it wasn't covered by my insurance. Steelman pills cost me less than $3 a pill, and virtually the same effect. I just called and got over 40 pills for only $99.
I have this friend who might be looking and...
Well, if your friend wants some help, the consultation is free over the phone. No clinic. Steelman Pill sends it in the mail in a confidential package.
I'm on it. I mean, my friend will be on it.
Steelman Pills, going the extra mile to help men with erectile dysfunction.
800-915-9371. 800-915-9371. 800-915-9371. That's 800-915-9371.
The Lou Information Station presents Arch City Now with Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome into the show. Good morning. It is Tuesday, July 15th, 6:05 is the time. Welcome in. We're here for the next 2 hours. Jump on in if you want to join us. Like, subscribe, share the show, let people know what we have going on. We do anything, everything. St. Louis, the sun is actually shining this morning as I look out our windows at our beautiful studio in Chesterfield, Missouri. Strategic Air Services. Sun is shining, but boy, oh boy. It's one of, they call Pro Joe is one of the first alert days. Am I off centered?
Yeah, you're good now.
Come on, dude. You got to help me out, man. I'm like over here. I was like, hi, everybody. Would this get people's attention? Do you think anybody would comment? Anybody would pay attention? Because we're a radio show and a podcast show all mixed into one.
I think there would be some comments probably.
Should we try today to see who would say something? Vic, did you know you're off center today?
It's already driving me nuts with the outlet right there.
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys, we try to have fun, keep things as light as we possibly can, talking about the stories, the headlines, the things making news throughout the St. Louis area today. I am convinced. I don't care anymore. I don't. And I always say it, and then, of course, I'll be tested. As a God-fearing man, God will test me. I don't care about driving. When it comes to crazy drivers, bad drivers, they don't upset me. And I'm like, I found my peace moment.
It's good.
However, there are many people around me who have not found their peace moment.
Yeah. For sure.
Have you seen the meme with Elmo driving? Elmo's like, na 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 na, driving. Oh, everything's fine. Okay, you got to look it up. Sorry, people are like, what's lost? He's lost his mind. Using curse words.
Okay. I got some good drops I'm going to get here. Elmo cussing.
Oh my gosh. Are you guys, it's one of those topics you can always talk about. Bad driving. Is there a stretch? Are there a group of people? Is there an age? Is there a town where you're finding it the worst? Oh my lordy, lordy, lord. Drivers everywhere. And it's usually when people are busy and there's a lot of traffic on the road, but you never know. And sometimes I'll go by accidents and I'll be like, how the hell did that happen? What did somebody do? I saw one of those yesterday. I'm like, okay. All right. We'll see where we go from there. So anyway, this is Arch City Now. I'm Vic Faust. That's the voice of Projo. Can we see Projo this morning? I guess not.
I was doing that to. Oh, there we go.
Oh! I was like, we have a new camera shot.
Yeah. See, I got this camera or the arm in the
Is this
way.
the first time we've used this?
What, that camera view?
Yeah. Or you'll
no.
just have to move your chair around.
Yeah.
So we get a profile. Oh,
well, see, here's
ladies
the thing.
and gentlemen.
This is the Wilson thing right here.
Well, actually, it'd be the mic up over your face.
Right.
Because that is a big, bad mic.
That is.
Oh, my gosh. Anyway, glad you guys like, subscribe, share the show. We're on X. We're on YouTube, Arch City Now. If you want to give us a call, you can do that as well. 855-282-8255. It's the most confusing number to read as a host that I've ever had in my life. We're 2 months in and I still have not memorized it. 855-282. 855-282-8255.
Lots of 8s, 2s, and 5s.
855-282-8255. Oh, so it's 282-8255. I think we've got it. I think we've got it, by golly. It's that part of the year where there's not a ton going on. You find those topics politically, entertainment-wise, baseball-wise, whatever. So if there's something you want to talk about today, let us know, and we'll jump in. You can use our email. Have we checked our email? Do you get notifications on that? Arch City Now?
I check it daily, several times a day, actually.
ArchCityNow@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to contact us, you can do that as well. We'll talk about any of these topics you want. Tonight, Major League Baseball's All-Star Game is going on 7 o'clock on Fox. Local anchors hate that. That game lasts forever. Then there's usually some TV show after. Then there's the newscast after, where like 100 people may be watching because they just went to their favorite, what would you call it? Dispensary. I almost called it a distillery. Maybe you went to a distillery. Somebody went to a dispensary. And then they went on out. That's going on tonight. Cardinals have one player, Brendan Donovan. Maybe he'll get into the game late. We'll see how it goes. But that's it. Major League Baseball draft was going on. Not a lot. It's just that time of year where there's not a lot going on. Big story again today. It's what they call a first alert weather day. More pop-up storms. It's like, here we go.
When did pop-up storms happen?
I don't know.
Is that just something new?
No, I've always heard pop-up storms. Why?
I don't know.
Pop-up storms haven't been around forever because the heat and humidity of the summer. I thought we've had pop-up storms in St. Louis for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought we did. I don't know. You tell me.
I'm no meteorologist.
Really? Really? You're not? Come on. Yeah, I really don't know. I'm thinking back to weather. Anyway, what we're talking about between 12 and 8 p.m. today, talking about pop-up storms, winds 40 to 60 miles per hour again. It's beautiful right now. Outside, St. Louis, sunny, summer morning of July. We're halfway through the month of July, about the 15th. Fast-moving month already. If you guys got coffee shops you want to recommend, we've talked about Old Time Donuts. If there's a breakfast place you want to give a shout out to, we'll give that out as well. Where's your favorite breakfast at if you're going out? If you eat breakfast. Projo, do you eat breakfast anywhere?
I make myself eggs and bacon daily. Yep.
Not before you come here, though.
No. When I
agree.
get home.
Eggs is a superfood, in my humble opinion, if you want to break it down. It is a super food. Also, we've got the home run derby from last night, if people are even interested. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that really moves the needle for people. And we're all about trying to move the needle in St. Louis. You guys tell us what you want to talk about. We can sit here and tell you what we think you should listen to.
His Pujols are freezing it.
Yeah. No, they're not. But that might be an interesting thing to do. They bring back the old timers and see if they could still swing the bat
Right.
without hurting themselves. I mean, you never know. I mean, a Seattle Mariner won last night. Ken Griffey Jr., the last Seattle Mariner to win a home run contest. Now a photographer taking pictures of the guy who just won the home run derby.
It's not a bad gig.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's fun. You're around. You get to be around a bunch of people. I could see it. Totally get it. Cal Raleigh, home run derby champ, Seattle Mariner. Played his college baseball at Florida State. He was the big winner last night. I don't want to say surprise winner. He's been hitting a lot of dingers during the year. However, like I said, there just wasn't a ton going on. Also, from a sports standpoint, the SEC Media Days are in full swing for the football side of things. Mizzou picked to finish 12th out of the conference, out of those 16 teams. I think they're going to be a little bit better. I do. Only 12. They returned 17 starters. They don't return Luther Burden or Brady Cook, but they returned 17 starters. That's a big deal for Missouri football. Get your tickets now. Wait list of over 2,000 people for season tickets. This is a good thing that's happening right now for Missouri football. It really is. And we don't have football in the state of Missouri on the St. Louis side. I mean, you got the Chiefs on the west side, the Kansas City side, but going to Columbia and hanging out there is a whole lot of fun. It really is. So is that something you do? You get into the Mizzou thing. Can you get into the Mizzou thing? You know, we'll talk about it. We'll see. By the way, Arch City Now, you can watch us at YouTube and X. Give us ideas of stories. What do you want to talk about? What's happening in your neck of the woods? That's what we try to do here. Bring you what you want to talk about. Those stories, making news, making headlines all around the place. If you haven't had your lemons today, Projo is a proponent of lemons. This is a show that will tell you, eat your lemons, drink your lemon juice on the daily. Projo will tell you that every single day.
And then I don't do it myself and I end up getting sick.
So you're convinced the lemons, a lemon a day will keep the doctor away.
When I stop drinking lemon juice, I get sick. Every day.
Then why do you stop?
I don't know. I get out of the routine of it and then I regret it.
So how do you take your lemon? Do you just squeeze it into just water, or how much water? Or
Just put about a cup of non-homogenized, non-pasteurized, no GMO, just freshly squeezed lemon juice. About a cup of it. And
Interesting.
A glass of water and gulp it down.
do you add anything else to it?
Nope, that's it. Maybe some raw honey, depending on if I'm sick or not.
Okay. Lemon juice.
Which I only get sick when I don't drink the lemon juice. So there's that.
You know what? I haven't been drinking my lemon juice recently. I was loving it. Then I read an article where too much lemon juice can start to eat away at your stomach. Have you heard that?
Too much of a good thing will definitely happen, but that's why you only drink one glass a day. It's not like you drink it as a primary drink.
No, okay. Fair enough. Guys, like, subscribe, share the show. We appreciate it. Let us know what's going on in your neck of the woods. What's happening throughout the St. Louis area this morning. This is Arch City Now. We take it to 8 o'clock every day. Hot Take Central 2.0 comes up following us. And we just want to talk about what's happening in the St. Louis area. Jump in. You can do it on the chat line. And you jump in our chat line on X and YouTube. By the way, X and YouTube. And you can make your comments known there. I had a chance to meet Eli, who runs our boards in the beautiful Kirkwood studios yesterday. Mike Claiborne was in there. Talked with Charlie Tuna. Eli was in there. Tony LaRussa was walking in as I was walking out. So a lot of those heavyweight hitters over there in the Kirkwood office. It's a really cool place. It's right next to the Pasta House, right off Manchester Road. If you're not there, you can go by. You can check things out, look in the window, support the new luinfo.com. Once again, luinfo.com. A lot of college football coverage coming this fall as well on luinfo.com. Randy Carricker, had a chance to run into Randy yesterday. Always great to see him as well. So a lot of people hanging out over there at the studio. We're the Outcast. We're over here in Chesterfield. We do what we can. Anyway, so we've talked about the weather. Weather, we don't know today. We'll see, a little iffy. It's absolutely gorgeous outside right now. Really nice morning. So you can enjoy that. All right, coming up on the show today as well, we will talk about, and it's interesting, a water bill, Pro Joe. Something must have happened for the governor to sign a bill where people they have to stop exporting Missouri water to other places. Your question would probably be, does that mean through the air too?
Yeah, right.
I guess people were coming into water areas and stealing water from Missouri.
Well, I don't know if somebody actually came in with a truck and started sucking water out of a lake or river.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
Well, I know that some states, when they make laws like this or when they do stuff like this, it's because companies are coming in, like bottling companies, for water, and they're shipping it out and selling it. Like, I know that I won't name the company, but there's a company that oversteps their boundaries, and they come in, they take all the local water and they sell it, and it leaves local farms and everything in a drought.
That's bizarre. Just pull up. I mean, do you know how many times you'd have to go to a lake or water or wherever, creek, to take water out into trucks?
Right. Well, I don't know if that's what, I mean, I know that.
How would you do that?
Well, I know that big companies will buy properties that are near water sources, but I don't know if people are actually like bootlegging water.
Bootlegging H2O, dude. Well, I mean, the governor signed a law. Mike Keogh signed a law against exporting Missouri water. That's legitimate. I mean, it's Senate Bill 82. It's a targeted measure that puts restrictions on water being exported to another state. So something must have happened, or it's happening in other places. But the governor, under this legislation, states that anyone who attempts to move water to another state would need to get a water exportation permit issued by the Missouri Department of Natural Resources. I just never, ever, ever thought that I would see something like that.
Yeah, water's the next. Oh
my God, Waterworld, Kevin Costner. Are you kidding me? Anyway, the governor's been super busy signing a lot of legislation and the law over everything that has been happening.
Well, I'm all for it.
Well, the 10 happiest cities, according to Fortune magazine, I guess that would be their big study is money, because we do know that money does make you happy. Money cures everything. I'm kidding. It can do a lot, but it can't do everything. And I thought the total would be a lot higher. According to this poll, in total, the households that had an income above $75,000, or right at that $75,000, $80,000 mark, that's where the highest mark of happiness was reached. But it kind of leveled out. It didn't go any higher after that of happiness. And happiness appears to flatten out at about the $75,000 to $80,000 range per year, which I found, and I guess it just depends on what your bills are. But Wallet Hub determined that cities where a substantial percentage of people make at least $75,000 a year are maxing out their happiness. So, depression rates are also lower when these satisfaction rates are high. I was like, okay. So number one on the list, and I guess the state of California paid for this study. Number one, Fremont, California, happiest place in the United States, because they had the highest share of households with an income above $75,000. I'm not sure where Fremont is. Somebody could look it up. Number two, San Jose, California. Number three, Irvine, California. That's all right. How about this one? Number four, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And number five, because we're getting into our Midwest, 5, 6, 7, all about the Midwest, Overland Park, Kansas, right over to our neighbors to the west. It's a beautiful place. It really is. Overland Park is a nice place, and it's been that way for a long time. Lincoln, Nebraska coming in at 6, and Madison, Wisconsin at 7. Scottsdale, Arizona at 8. San Francisco, number 9. A place where I love, Huntington Beach, California. I fell in love on my boogie board as a young child in Huntington Beach, California. So that's according, Fortune Magazine had that study, which Wallet Hub did. That's how they figured it all out. They figured out emotional and physical well-being. Not many places throughout the Midwest.
Yeah, Fremont, California is in between San Jose and San Francisco.
Of course, yeah, Northern California. Life satisfaction index, depression rate, suicide rate, adequate sleep rate, sports participation rate, physical health Yeah, so the share of households with annual incomes above 75%, unemployment rate, poverty rate, all of those things come into play. So when you look at that, yeah, I guess I could see that. I went down the list to find the unhappiest places, and there were no places in Missouri, so that was good. The most unhappy, Cleveland, Ohio. That's what they say. Not me. That's what they say. But it is what it is. You know how those polls can go. This is Arch City Now. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m., getting you started in the day. Sun is shining in St. Louis this morning. We like that. Not sure how long that'll stick around today. Some pop-up showers could come into play with the heat, the humidity. It is summer. Those are the things that we do. So we figure it out. We do what we can do. We make the most of it. What's happening today? Is there an event, a person, a business you'd like to promote? We love to do that. The show is all about you. It's all about St. Louis. It's all about promoting people, events. What are the talkabouts? What are the news headlines? What is going on? What are the niche things that are happening throughout the area that maybe we don't talk about as much that we should? Trying to educate people, entertain, bring you something that you may not know. And then, of course, you can go from there. That's what the network is all about, 24/7, luinfo.com. You can check us out on the website, luinfo.com. Our schedule each day of shows. And, of course, you can learn more about the website. Even Projo. We'll get Projo's pretty little mug on the website with a little bio about Projo. Back in the Tom and Jeff days.
Yeah. Back in the glory days.
The glory days, yeah. No, we're recapturing the glory days. And then, of course, as we said, you can watch us on X. You can watch us on YouTube. You can make your comments there as well. Jump in with us. Jump up with other people as we continue to get this day started on this Tuesday, July 15th, 2025. What's going on? How can you guys get involved? Let us know. We'll do that. Still to come on the show. We talked a little bit about it. The happiest cities, some of the worst cities as well, the weather. What are some of the issues that you've dealt with? I talked last week about having a car stolen right out of Ladue, and the police were like, yep, car theft ring. We know where it's going to show up and when it's going to show up and what it's going to look like, and they were spot on. How about video of a car being stolen in one of our communities, all captured on camera with an armed lookout guy? That adds a little bit. You got an armed lookout guy in your neighborhood while your car is being stolen. That's for concern. And it shows it can happen anywhere. We'll show you that video. We'll talk about that when we come back. That's for sure. Also, anything else that you guys want to jump into, we'll do that. We'll take our first break coming up here shortly. And Hidden Valley, the ski slopes, Hidden Valley Ranch.
That's where you went with
Hidden
that.
Valley's trying to improve as much as they can. Some lifts, the slope areas. I know it's July and we're talking about Hidden Valley ski, but yeah, I know it'll be around the corner. They're trying to improve what they can over there. So we'll get into that as well. Anything else you guys want to add? This is Arch City Now. Projo is the other voice. I'm Vic Faust. We're here till 8 o'clock this morning. Jump in on the show. We'll be back after this break. We are the Lou Information Station. We are live and on demand at louinfo.com.
In your city with Kelly and Gordon. It's the hottest happy hour in STL radio. A high-energy, high-impact weekday radio show blending relationship values, celebrity buzz, community love, and sharp business insight. This is where storytelling meets strategy. It's the pulse of the city, bringing the energy, stories, and voices of STL to life. In your city with Kelly and Gordon. Weekday afternoons at 4, only on the Lou Information Station.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
Not sure how to get a lawyer after an accident? Call Brown & Crouppen. We'll walk you through it. Worried it'll cost too much? Here's a fact. At Brown & Crouppen, you pay nothing up front, and we never get paid unless you do. When you're our client, you'll have all your questions answered, all for free. Hurt? Get the facts and help you need. Call Brown & Crouppen now.
Hey everyone, Cam Jansen here to tell you about the experts at Fast Signs in Earth City. Fast Signs can handle any and all of your business visibility needs, from traditional signs and graphics to digital to core graphics and anything in between. Fast Signs in Earth City has you covered. The station uses them, the Blues use them, and you will love the work they do. Call 314-344-4400 for your custom signage needs today. That's Fast Signs in Earth City, 314-344-4400.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown & Crouppen, 222-2222.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. Road crews will be working on both eastbound and westbound I-70 next week, and delays are expected at the I-70, I-64, US 61 interchange. If you're traveling eastbound on Interstate 70, the two left lanes will be closed nightly from 8 p.m. until 6 a.m. beginning on Monday, July 21st, and lanes for westbound travelers will be narrowed. A Festus area man is facing charges for allegedly attacking another man for being on his property. The man was mowing a lawn in the 1400 block of Eva Way, south of Festus, on June 24th, when the man accused of the attack approached him and struck him in the chest with a piece of wood. A soybean disease has some Missouri farmers concerned. Red soybean rot threatens to reduce crop yields. Affected plants will have a discolored lower stem and white fungal growth near the soil line. Six Flags St. Louis will reinstitute its chaperone policy this Thursday. All guests 15 and under must be accompanied by a parent, guardian, or adult who's at least 21. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We'll be in the upper 80s today. We have a stationary front and low pressure system just off to our east, so we could get some showers and thunderstorms. A little bit of sunshine, though, and a little bit breezy. Overnight, some clouds, mid-70s, and then a mix of sunshine and clouds on Wednesday. A few afternoon showers possible, pretty hot and very humid. Afternoon high in the mid-90s. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill has a new menu. But don't freak out. Hot Shots favorites are still there, like their famous wings, tacos, burgers, and pizzas. Plus, sure to be new faves like Big Philly egg rolls, the Bold and Hearty Slugger sandwich, the Buffalo chicken pizza, and 2 new wing sauces, Carolina Gold and Bourbon Glaze. And making a comeback, it's the return of Hot Shots' legendary waffle fries. So now there's even more to love at Hot Shots. Come try out the new menu at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Find the location nearest you at hotshotsnet.com.
If you've been thinking about improving your smile, now's the perfect time. Hi, I'm Dr. Otto from Otto Orthodontics. We offer free consultations, the newest techniques, and treatment that's faster, more comfortable, and tailored just for you. Whether it's Invisalign, braces, whitening, or even Botox. We're Missouri's #1 Invisalign provider with 5 convenient locations. And here's something special. Mention this ad when you call to schedule your free consult, and you'll get $1,000 off your treatment. Visit OttoOrtho.com to book your free consult today.
This hour of content on the Lou Information Station is brought to you by Grandpa Pigeons, Johnny Mac's Sporting Goods, and Becky's Carpet and Tile Superstore.
Hey, see that, kids? That's the St. Louis Arch, the gateway to the west.
The Lou Information Station, where we'll always call it Highway 40 or Highway 40 if you're a boomer.
The St. Louis expression?
Stream our content 24/7 at louinfo.com. The Lou Information Station. Back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Boy, I do have some family members that say that farty, highway farty, highway farty. I'm like, yeah. Don't like to hear farty. Do you have anybody in your family that says it like that?
Thankfully, no.
I don't know. I don't know. Just not so great when you hear it. Hey guys, welcome back. Farty. We do have accents here. I've talked about that before. We have accents in the St. Louis area, whether we like it or not.
Well, I definitely have family members and myself that have accents. So, yeah.
Farty far. Welcome into Arch City Now. Vic Faust here, Pro Joe alongside. We're here Monday through Friday. We're here 6 to 8 a.m. getting you started. Hot Take Central 2.0 with the former St. Louis Blue Cam Jansen and St. Louis Cardinals broadcaster Jim the Cat Hayes. They follow us each day, Monday through Friday. Check out louinfo.com. You can stream us there always, but it's also our website. And you can check out those things that are happening around our network, our shows, the host as well, what we do. And of course, we appreciate it when you guys jump in on this show. We broadcast live out of Strategic Air Services. We're Strategic Air Services Studios. So I guess we're the Strategic Air Studios. SAS, it'd be the same thing. Chesterfield Valley, come on by, say hi. You can watch us, hang out with Joe, have a coffee, let us know what you want to promote. We love to promote anything and everything St. Louis. People, events, businesses. If there's a reason, we will do it. And we try to make every day go as good as it possibly can. If you have ideas, let us know. If you want to jump in on the chat line, you can do it at the same place where you watch us, X and YouTube. Once again, X and YouTube, Arch City Now. You can also jump in on the chat line, talk with us as people do during the day, and talk with each other. Also, if you want to give us a shout out, information, whatever, you can do it privately at archcitynow@gmail.com. Once again, archcitynow@gmail.com, and it's scrolling on the bottom of your screen. You can give us a call as well. The phone number to give us a call and talk to us is 855-282-8255. Once again, 855-282-8255. We love what we do. We're glad that you're with us in the mornings. We'll get what we possibly can. Okay, Major League Baseball's All-Star Game is tonight, 7 o'clock on Fox. Does it move the needle for you? One Cardinal plays tonight. Maybe he'll get in. Hopefully he does. Brendan Donovan. He is our Red Bird. Cardinals making a little bit of news with the draft. Nothing exciting, though. It's nothing like, really? This is really great. Those things that are going on. SEC media picks Missouri to finish 12th in the SEC. I think they missed the mark on that. Missouri has 17 returning starters. There's no Brady Cook. There's no Luther Burden, but they returned 17 starters. I know the SEC is absolutely amazing, but to finish 12th out of 16 teams, I think they're going to be better than that. By the way, get your Mizzou tickets. They're selling out. They're selling lots of tickets these days because it's a great time. You got the Chiefs on the west side of the state. We don't have a football team over here. We've got the Battlehawks, but they're not playing at the same time. They're a spring thing. Now you've got Mizzou football. Check it out. And then, of course, we'll keep you posted as we cover all of those events. All right. So from the sports standpoint, that's what's happening. By the way, Texas picked number 1 by the SEC media. And Seattle Mariner, Cal Raleigh last night, won the home run derby contest. A new name. He's a big slugger. First Mariner to win since Ken Griffey Jr. Of course, Ken Griffey was there last night, Ken Griffey Jr. And taking pictures. He's a professional photographer now. transitioned from baseball into photography, taking a picture of the fellow Mariner. Mariner fans quite happy with what they saw, that's for sure. Also, promoting our network, coming up today at noon, Charlie Tuna will have Joe Buck on his show. LouInfo.com. Once again, Joe Buck will be joining Charlie Tuna noon today. You can tune in. LouInfo.com. You can stream it at LouInfo.com. Okay. This is interesting to me. We talked a little bit about it earlier. Your car being stolen. Has anybody ever had a car stolen? Okay. If you've done something stupid, I've told this story before. Yeah, I did. I had a rental car stolen out of Ladue overnight. I had an extra set of keys in the car. I can't remember why I had two sets, but I did. Or I had two keys on a key ring. I had taken one off and I left one in there. I think that's what it was. I can't remember what the deal was. Anyway, car was stolen. I was put on the no rent tos list for quite a while. They'll put you on that list. But I didn't find that out until I went to rent another car. And then that good service out of St. Louis, they literally rented me a car. I fly to California. So I'm there with my son. We're there for a sporting event. I go to the desk and they're like, "Oh, we're sorry, you're on the no rent to list." And I'm like, why did you give me a reservation when I called if I was on the quote no rent to list? I'm sorry. Customer service can absolutely suck. You know exactly what I'm saying. And it's not the individual's fault. These people are working. It's not their fault. It's the corporate problem. And by the way, many of these services, so to speak, will rent to you or take your reservation and then a day before go, "Yeah, we don't have it." I don't know if you've dealt with that. I have. Not a good thing. Not a good thing to go through. Anyway, so I had to make a call to some people that I knew with the organization, and they took care of me quite nicely. That was good. That was a good thing. Thank you, Enterprise. They were great. Anyway, when I was told that there was video from the street, we asked people to check to see if there was video from Ring cameras. This is, several years ago. There was video of two guys stealing my car. It was it's a one-way in, one-way out street. You go in, you have to come back out the same way. Video showed one car pull in, one guy got out and started checking cars going down the street. The other car went all the way to the end of the street and just kind of turned off the lights and waited. And then when the guy got in, then we saw the video stopped where you couldn't see it all the way down. But the video shows my car leaving with the other guy. They talk like they're talking to their buddies. My car takes off and then that car follows them and they go out of the street. So I was like, okay, could you imagine being outside and seeing that? Please tell you do not try to interrupt something like this. I don't know. I might. I'd have to survey the situation, but you don't know if somebody has a weapon and you don't know how freaked out they may be or if they would use it or what could possibly happen if something like that did. Well, this is video of a couple in Fenton from early, it was over Saturday night into Sunday morning, where they had their car stolen. And you don't think it's going to happen to you, but then it does. And we're showing you that video, or at least we're going to show you the video here. You see a guy. This is why the cameras are so great. Anytime you're out, you're on camera. Breaking into a car, and there's an armed guy standing in the street as lookout. That's kind of a big deal. A very big deal when you think about what's happening. So this St. Louis County couple out of Fenton are warning people, you've got that going on. They said that the one thing that I want to send across to everybody, including myself, is if you see it, don't jump in and do anything right away. Call the police. Yeah, you call the police, but it's more of a reminder that this is actually happening and it can happen anywhere.
What kind of a gun was that? Was that an Uzi that guy was holding?
It's fairly large, isn't it? I can't tell. Shotgun.
Yeah, it looks like
Uzi.
AK maybe. It's got a long clip, extended clip.
The woman said she had no clue at the time that mass suspect was pulling on door handles and eventually just broke her car window. So they did everything they could. Their door was locked, keys inside, sitting in the driveway. So this guy decides to just break open the window and get whatever he can. This is the other thing. 3 other people were near the getaway car, and one man obviously standing there facing the home with a gun as a lookout. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. There's nothing more you can do. Her husband was out of town, so she asked him to look at the footage. And sure enough, they found out this is what had happened. The husband's an electrician who installs smart home technology. They had 12 cameras. That's called karma, my friend. You would think that this thievery group will be caught. You hope so. Maybe those aren't all the images they have. Maybe those are just some of the images. Who knows? I don't know. She said her phone didn't alert her because her phone was never charged and it died. Because normally she would get an alert that something was happening. You call police and then they come. That's what can happen. She said that I thought I had my phone plugged in. That's happened to me. But if the phone would have dinged, I would have picked it up and I would have saw. And as a reaction, even being a parent, I probably would have ran outside and started yelling to chase them off.
Even with the gun in the hand?
Yeah, but I don't think she could see that.
No.
I think upon further review, you have to kind of look at that to see.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
If you want to give us a comment, you can jump in on the chat line, X and YouTube, Art City Now, X and YouTube, Art City Now. This is what was interesting. Police say they weren't aware of any other break-ins in the area that night. So they got their one car. And why that house? That makes you...
Well, the way that he pushed in the window, it tells me that their window was already busted in. It would look like he was pushing in like plexiglass.
Well, he busted the window.
Yeah, but...
he busted the window, is what she said.
It looks like he just pushes it in. Watch when he comes over. He just kind of pushes. You see how it's bending? Yeah, he just pushes it in. He doesn't,
from the tool.
It didn't even break. Like, it didn't shatter. It just pushed in.
He must have done something with it. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. Looks weird.
Yeah, but you see the aftermath of the things that are going on.
Definitely.
I mean, hey, stuff happens. It happens all around the country. It happened in St. Louis. But it is a good warning. It's like, you can do anything and everything you want to try to stay safe. If your car's outside and people try to target you, or even in Fenton of all places, it can happen. And it's a group. I mean, look at the guy. Looked like the truck was parked in the street. I mean, but I'm not trying to be mean, but how stupid are you to do this on a street in a neighborhood, knowing that many people have Ring cameras, and you happen to pick the house with 12 cameras? Go figure. I mean, and they deserve it. I mean, there's no need. And were they scouted out because the husband was out of town? Were they scouted? And that's why they scout homes day after day, because you're talking about a big steal, so to speak, if you're able to get a car. But
it's a Honda.
But
Honda SUV, I don't understand what was so special about that car.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but it was a car break-in. That's what it was. But it was just guarded. I mean, it was just broken into. It wasn't like the car was stolen because it was locked. There weren't any keys in there. It was just one of those things where they were there. I don't know why. They didn't get the car, and they only had a report of that car being broken into. Oh, interesting. But I do know of several people who have had their cars broken into. That's for sure. We've heard about that several times. I'm just glad that we have video of it somehow, some way. If there's any way to be any more careful, whatever you think it may be, that could be an example for you to learn from. And you go from there. This is Arch City Now. That was one of those stories, one of those examples. I'm Vic Faust. Hey, guys, thanks for joining us. 6:48 is our time. It's July 15th. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing our show, letting people know what we do. We appreciate your content. We appreciate you jumping in on the chat line, the live chat line that we have up and running every day. You do that at X and YouTube. You can jump in at Arch City Now. Let us know what's happening in your neck of the woods. Let us know about events. What's going on? If you want to give a shout out for St. Louis, that's what we do. We're here till 8 o'clock. Hot Take Central 2.0 comes on at 8 o'clock. And of course, they take you till 10 o'clock Monday through Friday. And you can go to luinfo.com to check out everything else that's happening on our show and our network, not only now, but throughout the entire day as well. A lot of us have memories of Six Flags. And when you do, you think about what was there. Well, Six Flags, it's still rocking and rolling out in Eureka. But now they're bringing back the chaperone policy. Did something happen out there in the Eureka area? Now, if you're 15 and under, you have to be there with an adult or somebody who's at least 21. And they have to check you in with an ID, and they have to stay with you. How does that work? I'm just wondering how that works, that whole situation. But they had this policy before. I'm wondering why, if you had that policy before, why you get rid of it.
Probably the same reason the malls did the same thing. Parents would drop their kids off and just let them have the run of the place.
But that's the same way at a lot of, if you take, there's these jump places. There's jump places throughout the St. Louis area, like rock climbing. If you check your kids in, you're supposed to stay with them. And if you don't, or if they find out that a parent or guardian is not with them, they'll kick them out. So I guess Six Flags had this. They went away from it. That's what I don't know. They went away from it. And you go from there. Would you feel safe dropping off your under 15-year-old at Six Flags?
Nope.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's like, really? Or maybe there's kids, 14-year-olds, 13, 14-year-olds at 8th grade age. A lot of 8th graders think that they can run the show and that they're the S hit. They do. Like, oh, I've reached it. I'm cool. There are a lot of kids around that age. There are some kids that I would trust too. But it's like in Six Flags, I don't know. So the chaperone policy coming back. Are people still going to Six Flags? What do you think of it? They said that this is going to happen. So adult must have a valid photo ID when entering and remain with the younger guest during the entire visit. And they start that chaperone policy at 4 p.m. until the park closes. And then, as always, one chaperone can accompany up to 10 guests, 15 and younger. So Projo, you could go and you'd be responsible for up to 10 kids, 15 and under.
Sounds like a blast.
Yeah. Guests 16 and older may be asked to present a valid photo ID as well, just to verify their age. And they say that anyone unable to confirm their age with an ID may be denied entry into the park. And any guest 15 or younger found unaccompanied at the park after the chaperone policy is activated could be ejected from the premises. Good night. Goodbye. The chaperone policy, by the way, applies to single-day park visitors, season pass holders, and Six Flags staff. They said, here's what Six Flags said about this. They said they implemented the chaperone policy last year to be in effect for the Fright Fest events, the evening events. And by the way, I think back to high school, I used to go to those. It was fun. It was
I used to love it.
Fright Fest.
Oh, yeah.
Driving over. I thought it was the coolest thing in high school.
Well, and then it's not extreme heat.
No, at nighttime, friends. Yep. It was really cool. They said the decision has been made to reactivate the policy for all operating days to provide consistency and clarity throughout the season and across the Six Flags entertainment parks. It seems like it's It seems like it makes sense to me. Totally makes sense to me. Quote, I guess it's them allowing themselves to hold people responsible. I think it's the right thing now that kids kind of lack a little bit of understanding and authority, said one of the parents. I guess it just depends on your kids.
I couldn't agree more, though. There's way too many kids. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that, have good kids.
I would have trusted my kids at 15 and under there.
Right.
Easily.
But there's some parents out there that are not quite parents like you.
Yeah, there's other 15-year-olds that I would not trust there by themselves.
Exactly.
We all have a different time period for maturity when it comes to getting better in life with all the subjects that are happening. We appreciate you guys if you have any insights. I mean, I just think back. I mean, I have good memories of Six Flags.
Oh, I have great memories.
I just haven't been there in a while.
Yeah.
Have you been there in a while? Has anybody been visiting
over
Six
10
Flags?
years, easily over 10 years.
Does it change? Because as we get older, we don't like the rides as much. Usually, as you get older, you don't like them as much. I'm not saying everybody. Your body changes, your head changes.
My older age, my stomach has gotten weaker, and roller coasters are not as good as they used to be when I was a kid.
I was asked to go down a water slide a couple weeks ago, a massive water slide. And I don't know what it was. I was like, sure, I'll do it. And as I'm climbing for minutes, thinking, what have you done? What are you doing? Because I don't like heights. A lot of us have different things. I'm not a big fan of heights. I'll do it. But as I get up there and I'm looking down, I'm like, okay, don't even look. Just do it fast. Don't sit there. You just go. I mean, there are kids who are 6 years old or 7 years old. It looks like going down this damn thing. You can do it. So I'm still kind of, my heart's kind of, as I got up there, because I'm huffing and puffing. I mean, I try to stay in shape. So I go down it, and the first 5 seconds, scared as hell. I mean, I'd had that fear in a long time. And then when I finished, I was like, okay, I got that done. I am not going back up there again. That was it. That is done. We are out. We're out of here.
Did you cross your legs?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
what?
A horrible thing.
Oh, well, no, you know what I was able to do, though? I guess when I first did, but when I got down, it was able to slow me down faster.
Yeah. You can't do it at the very beginning. Otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, you know that. You got to do that. And I got big old feet, too. My feet are huge. Just stop it like an anchor. It's like trying to drive a car through, 6 inches of water. We're going to stop that really fast. Anyway. So whatever. I mean, Six Flags doing what they got to do. Enjoy it if you want to go out there. We are Arch City now. Just some of the stories that are happening today. Anything else going on? Let us know. What's making news in the area? What do you want to talk about today? You can jump in on the chat line with us. We love it. Arch City Now, X and YouTube. You can also give us a call, 855-282-8255. That is 855-282-8255. Give us a call. What do you want to talk about? What's happening today as we get you started on a sunny Tuesday morning in the summer of St. Louis 2025. Today, weather should be decent until the storms having a possibility of popping up. It's always one of those things. 35% chance, 40% chance. It's like lots of rain days. The heat, not something that we'll have to deal with, extreme heat at least, but we all know it's muggy. The intensity of the humidity has been something as well. So anyway, we'll be back. This is Arch City Now. If there's something you want to talk about, get in right now. For Projo, I'm Vic Faust. We'll come back with our second hour right after this break. We are the Lou Information Station. We are live and on demand at louinfo.com.
You've seen this. It's brand new. Are you online?
Oh, hey. Oh, so you're new here.
All right, let's get cracking.
Okay.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. That's 800-891-6335.
Hey, listen to me. I'm one of the credit cards in your wallet. I'm about to explode and pop like a balloon. You're using me and my brothers way too much. Your credit cards aren't the only ones annoyed. It's your paycheck that doesn't have enough to pay everything. Save your credit cards, your paycheck, and yourself a lot of PAIN. Pain. Call the debt helpline now, not tomorrow, right now. Our experts will show you how you can cut your interest rates and your payments on your credit cards in half. Credit card companies have special assistance programs designed to help you. Make this 100% free call right now and learn how you could get out of credit card debt. Here's the number.
800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. That's 800-406-6569. Paid for by Zero Debt.
The Lou Information Station, 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
USA Radio News, I'm Anthony Lucero.
We're going to be doing very severe tariffs if we don't have a deal in 50 days.
President Trump is ramping up pressure on Russia to agree to a peace deal with Ukraine.
Donald Trump threatened very severe tariffs against Russia if there was no ceasefire deal in the next 50 days. He said they would be secondary tariffs at a rate of about 100%. Those tariffs are likely to be placed against countries that trade with Russia, the likes of China, India, and Brazil, that buy discounted oil and gas from Moscow. And under the new agreement with NATO, the US will now offer weapons to Ukraine that NATO members will buy and then pass on to Kyiv. I'm Nick Harper in Washington.
Former President Biden is defending his use of an auto pen.
Biden says he made every decision on his own in comments from an interview with the New York Times. During his final weeks as president, Biden granted clemency and pardoned over 1,500 people. Times reports Biden didn't individually approve each name for the categorical pardons that applied to large numbers of people. Comes after President Trump directed Attorney General Pam Bondi in June to investigate the use of AutoPen by Biden and to see if it was connected with a decline in his mental state. I'm Mark Mayfield.
A Texas congressman is planning to introduce a resolution demanding files to be released in the case involving convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
And are people still talking about this guy, this creep?
Democrat Mark Vesey wrote on X, either President Trump and his acolytes fueled the rumors of the significance of these Epstein files to help his campaign, or something is there. Vesey's resolution comes after the Justice Department released a memo last week concluding Epstein did not keep a client list allegedly used to blackmail high-profile people, and there was no evidence of foul play in his death. I'm Brian Shook.
From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard joining MediShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. You can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-SHARE-40. 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 855-SHARE-40.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. Brown and Crouppen, 222-2222. 222-2222.
Who needs a vacation? Are you ready for an unforgettable getaway? Start packing your bags because Branson, Missouri, the vacation and entertainment capital of the U.S., is calling your name. For just $99 per person, here's what you get. A full 3-day, 2-night stay in a luxury resort hotel, a delicious full breakfast buffet every morning you're here, and when you call right now, free show tickets worth up to $100. That's right, free show tickets to an award-winning show on us. You don't have to leave the country for an amazing vacation. You can drive or fly to Branson and have an incredible time. Whether you bring in the whole family or just planning a romantic escape, this trip is built for you. We guarantee you'll love Branson. This is not a timeshare. It's just an unbeatable vacation deal for only $99 per person. You book now, you can use your tickets anytime this year. You don't even need to know your travel dates to lock in the special price. Hurry, because this offer won't last long. Call our Branson vacation experts today.
800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. That's 800-497-7198. Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. That's 800-891-6335.
The Lou Information Station presents Arch City Now with Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Appreciate you joining us. It is Tuesday. It's a sunny Tuesday. It's a summer morning in St. Louis. Glad you're with us today. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m., getting you going 1 hour down. Picking up the second hour right now. Love it when the sun is shining. Good morning to you. Hope everything works out in your morning today. Hope you're rising and shining, getting the sleep that you need. If not, well, we pray you get the energy you need today. Ben says hello. Ben, good morning to you. Appreciate you jumping in on the chat line. You guys can do that, as you may or may not know, at Arch City Now. You can do that at YouTube and X. Go to YouTube or X, type in Arch City Now. You can watch us there. You can stream us, and you can jump in on the chat line as well. Give us a shout out where you're coming in from. We'd love that as well. And of course, you can always stream us wherever you are and learn about all of the shows that we have, anchors as well, the niche programming at luinfo.com. Once again, that's luinfo.com. If you want to give us a call, you can do that as well. 855-282-8255. Once again, that's 855-282-8255. All right. Cardinals not playing tonight. Major League Baseball's All-Star game. That's set for 7 o'clock on Fox. And then, of course, they had the home run hitting contest last night. Seattle Mariner, Cal Raleigh goes ahead. He wins the big dance. It's got a little bit of appeal. Not the luster that it once had, but still fun to watch for a while. At least they've cut it down a little bit. SEC Media, from a sports standpoint, picks Mizzou to finish 12th out of 16 teams. I think they're off. I'm not saying Mizzou's going to have an amazing year, but they do return 17 starters. That's a big thing. And wait till you see their defense. Just wait till you see their defense. We're covering any stories, headlines, newsmakers in our area, in your area. We cover throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area. That includes the Illinois side. We need you guys. We want you guys to be a part of our show, to let us know, to give us a call, to jump in on the chat line on X or YouTube, to talk to us there. Ben just said hi. And or give us a call at the number we just gave you as well. That's how you do it. We try to promote anything and everything that we can when it comes to this area. By the way, if there are events going on, we do that as well. There is, somebody said, the factory out in Chesterfield. Nice venue, by the way. St. Paul and Broken Bones tonight. Have you ever heard of them? No? Nope. Thursday night, Sam Barber. Friday night, one of Projo's favorites, Lyle Lovett. I was really surprised when you told me you love Lyle Lovett. That's on Friday night.
Wasn't he married to Julia Roberts?
Was married to Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
Very good, Pro Joe.
Just making sure.
And Robin Trower Saturday night. So they're busy over there this weekend or this week, so to speak. If there's something that we're missing, let us know. We like to cover it. We like to talk about it as well. Covered a lot of stories in the first hour. We'll get back to them as we continue to move forward, though. Yesterday was a story that we told you about, and I didn't realize how big it was at the time. But Sunday morning, 35 delays with Southwest because they had thousands and thousands of people all trying to leave at the same time. From the Seventh-day Adventist Conference, which they have in St. Louis, 50,000 strong. And I didn't hear most, but I heard many of those in attendance were from out of town. And it finished early, so they all got to the airport early. And it messed up Lambert big time. Lambert officials say, and they like, listen, we're apologetic. We're sorry. At least they came out. If you screw up, be honest. Just don't continue to try to make excuses. Listen, we all make mistakes. Just let's move forward. Let's mature. Listen, we messed up. Okay, life goes on. It's all right. We're not perfect. Nobody should be expected to be perfect. You're going to make mistakes. But they said it had nothing to do with the weather. The weather, the pop-up storms that we had Sunday, they said that some flight delays were because of that. But they said because they couldn't deal with the influx of people, they had long lines that eventually caused all of the backups. We're talking almost 50 flights backed up at Lambert on Sunday.
Makes no sense to me.
Why not? I get it.
You do?
Yeah.
All right. So they knew they sold those tickets. They knew they have those flights. They knew those people were coming. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, they said, okay, hundreds of people waited for hours outside Terminal 2. The lines were literally spilling into the streets. That's when I was like, oh, brother.
Weird.
And you know how you are. Then it's the grumbling of mother trucker. Or
that's a horrible day.
On a Sunday, you're trying to get out. You're trying to get back home. And people said police were actually had to be helped with the crowd control Sunday. We talked about this story yesterday, but we didn't have some of the details. Now we do. Tempers were flaring. People were getting pissed. They're missing their flights. That's when you're like, you know what? We're Seventh-day Adventist. We're going to be very nice. We're going to be kind. We're going to be sweet. You know God will check you really fast. Come on. If you've been to church, service, mass, whatever, you know you get texted. You come out of there, you're feeling holy, feeling good. Somebody cuts you off. They don't mean to, of course, because they just came out of church and everybody's really goody two-shoes. Everybody's nice. Somebody cut you off. What do you do?
Wait for next week.
Yeah. That's your test. That's your test. You know, it's like, oh, I'm a good person. Somebody checks you. Really, you know that. It happens. That's life.
Just got to wait a week and ask for forgiveness next week.
I just hope people aren't. And if somebody cuts somebody off or tries to steal that last parking spot, you know what? Shame on you. But also shame on you if you're flipping them off. Remember, we're told to turn the other cheek. Turn the other cheek. Give them the other cheek to slap. Easier said than done. No doubt about it. The airport said that it was the end of that Seventh-day Adventist conference. And it was probably the cause of the crowds on Sunday as people were trying to get home ahead of the work week. So Southwest spokesperson said the same thing. They said, quote, a large number of passengers leaving the convention arrived to check in for their flights. We recommend that customers check out our website for up-to-date recommended arrival times, meaning don't come early. They all came early, and that was the problem. At least, but why can't you come early? You know, you should be able to handle that, right?
Yeah.
Shouldn't Southwest be able to do that?
Like Ben says, you know, well, he said very few had pre-check, TSA pre-check or clear. How hard would it be to do that?
That's a good point. No, it's a good point, Ben, when you think about it. I mean, Lambert already gets a bad rap. One of the women that Five did a story with said that she had her patience tested. She said she saw in social media post long lines and she raced to get to the airport early. After 2 hours, she still hadn't made it to TSA's checkpoint. I mean, wow. The longest she's ever waited. And she's like, I'm from Houston. Houston's airport is busy, one of the busiest in the world, if not the busiest. I might have heard that somewhere. And you want to try to drive on those roads, those highways with the traffic in Houston? So Lambert and Southwest. Oh my gosh. That's it. So they had busy lines yesterday as well, longer lines, but nothing like it was Sunday. I get, and you don't understand. You think that they should have, it's just everybody came at one time.
Well, yeah, but you know, okay, you're the airline. You know that people haven't done pre-check. You know these people are coming. Why? I just don't see why they were so.
What do you
surprised.
mean? You know that people are coming. But
They
you
know
don't
how many tickets were sold. They know how many people are flying out.
But you don't know when everybody's coming, right?
I mean, I guess not. But I mean, you know that they're not pre-checked. I just, yeah, I don't know. How early could they have been to take the whole air or the whole terminal off by surprise?
No, I get it.
Makes no sense to me.
Very few had the TSA pre-check or clear. And then, of course, then it's like, okay, here we go. Let's get through. I mean, can you imagine the chagrin? You walk in and you're like, or not even walk in. You pull into the parking lot and you're like, what the hell is going on? There's a line. Has anybody ever sat in a situation like that? Was anybody else there? We did the story yesterday on Monday because this happened on Sunday. And then we thought, okay, there it is. That's the end of that. Not the case. More information comes out. And you hope that everybody's starting to put things in perspective. But that would be a ton of frustration. Literally, the line went all the way down the ramp that you drive up to drop people off. That's, yeah. So I guess you leave your churches and your faith's convention, and then you get really tested really quick as you're trying to get home. Okay. All right. There you go.
I would just be flying another airline next time.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, is Southwest the airline to fly, though? Is it the best? What are the best airlines? That's a good question. I mean, we've all had good experiences on airlines. We've had bad experiences, right? I can't even remember. What's the airline? I was shocked at how good it was one time, and the next time it was not so good. Over at Allegiant. Not Spirit, but is it Allegiant? No, or what is the airline over there? Gosh, I can't even remember.
Allegiant's the one
in Belleville.
Yeah.
It was great one time. I was like, man, this is fantastic. Another time I was like, oh, brother, it was a nightmare. Complete nightmare.
I only did I've been to the airport, once.
Canceled a flight while I was literally arriving last summer. And I was like, this is not cool. Not cool by any means. This is Arch City Now. I'm Vic Faust. That's the voice of Projo. We are Arch City Now. You can watch us on X and YouTube at that same name. You can email us, archcitynow@gmail.com. And of course, if you want to jump in on the show, you can do that as well. You can give us a call, 855-282-8255, 855-282-8255. Glad you're with us this morning. Thanks for listening. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing the show at 7:15, about 7:17 now. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. Hot Take Central 2.0 follows us every day with the former St. Louis Blue Cam Jansen and St. Louis Cardinals broadcaster Jim the Cat Hayes. By the way, Charlie Tuna has Joe Buck on today, blueinfo.com on our network. Joe Buck will be coming up at 12 o'clock with Charlie Tuna. I'll be joining Charlie next week on one of his shows. I'll let you know when that's going to happen. And we'll have Charlie on this show as well if we can get him up this early. I don't think he gets up this early. We'll have to wait and see.
Most people don't. If they're smart.
Yeah, and of course, we love it when you guys jump in on the chat line, which you guys are right now. By the way, Glenn says Tokyo, largest city in the world, took 5 minutes to get through security. What a great point, Glenn. There is no reason. There is no reason for it. That's what Projo's side was. Maybe I was being too kind, too sweet, too nice, too forgiving, too patient.
It's their job.
It is their job. You're right. But sometimes we get conditioned to make excuses, whether for anything in life. But you're right. It should be Tokyo. But maybe they also have the infrastructure in place. They have learned how to do it. People trained enough people to do it. And we're also talking about Japan. And my Asian brothers and sisters that I've worked with in my life, they're awesome.
You ever been to Orlando?
They work their tail off. Every I is dotted, every T is crossed. Why do you bring up Orlando?
That is a busy airport. I've been there several times.
I've been there, Orlando.
Never had any problems.
So, yeah, well, there you go. Tokyo, Japan, largest in the world, largest city in the world, and they have no issues. They should have had the convention at the airport. Yeah, there's another idea. They should have had the convention. Maybe next year they will. Or will they be coming back to St. Louis? Oh my gosh. It's the largest convention in St. Louis. We don't need to lose it. The Seventh-day Adventists are the people who are coming to St. Louis. They're spending a lot of money. The last thing we want to do is lose our Seventh-day Adventist brothers and sisters. Right? Greg says lines like a grocery store, not enough checkers. I don't know. That's another thing. I guess that depends on where you are in St. Louis. I haven't had any of those issues. Who does a good job? Who doesn't do a good job? The only place I ever have lines, I mean, you might, if you have to go in, I'm sorry. No, I digress. If you have to go into a Walgreens or a CVS, just make new plans for the day. Okay. Is it me? Are they the longest lines in the history of lines or the slowest? Or there'll be 2 people in line, but you'll still be in line for 5 minutes. Or is that just my impatience?
I think that's pretty accurate.
Grocery store lines? Really? Not enough. I haven't had any like massive issues with grocery stores.
Well, all right. So if you think about Walmart at around Christmas time, if they have 2 lanes open.
Okay. The Walmart that I've gone in recently, it's mostly all self-checkout.
Right.
And there are always spots. If you want to, we're all different.
At Christmas time.
I've changed my atmosphere. I used to go to the grocery store. It's like, I didn't come here to work for myself. You guys check out my stuff. That was my point. It's like, I'll get my stuff. You guys check it out. Now, because my life is moving fast and I move fast, and I'll get better at that. I will. We all have. I'm not going to have my counseling session in here, but I need to slow down. I get it. But I like to go in and I like to do it myself now. I don't care if I have 100 items. I'll do it myself. Just let me do it myself. Let me go rock and roll. I'll get this done. I'll go to my little spot and we'll get that done.
Yeah, but even at Christmas time, those areas have lines of people waiting to get in. That was my point, is like having this. It's like an example of Southwest is Christmas time with 2 lanes open at Walmart.
Oh, I gotcha. No, I get it. I love the lines. I mean, we went from the airport lines at Lambert on Sunday. And my God, Ryan, I could not agree with you anymore. I brought this up before on the show. Okay. Oh my God, help me. Help me.
Namely QT.
Where's my medicine? Give me my medicine. Just give me my medicine, my calm medicine. Just please. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus, for this guy not wanting to do lottery tickets. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus. No, he's putting a card in. No, he's got a card with all of his numbers. Ryan says being in line at the gas station behind a hardcore lottery ticket buyer is brutal. Yeah. Yeah. And I've also noticed that these lottery people, I'm not one of them. Like, listen, I'll buy a ticket every now and then. I will. You know what I like? The Show Me Cash. I like it's $1. It's $1. It's the Missouri one. It's quick. You're not holding anybody up. I mean, even people buying cigarettes, it takes way longer. Way longer.
I get Quick Pick Powerball. That's
there you go.
Easy, simple.
But if you see somebody with the cards in hand, do whatever you can to avoid that. But I have seen some. I think it's become a thing where people also might feel a little guilty. I've seen that where they're like, "Oh, no, I've had people say, oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I drive a lot. I get a lot of gas." They're like, go ahead. I've had people just, and I'm like, thank you. And I'm never like, oh, no, you go first. I'm like, yes, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Accept
thank you. I'll be gone in like 5 seconds.
Right.
We're out. The lottery players. Have I not said, Pro Joe, and you've known me for a while now, have I not said there should be a designated line for lottery players?
Yep.
Ryan, there should be a designated line for lottery players.
And scratchers.
What's up with the scratchers?
Scratcher tickets. Those people buy several tickets and then sit there and try to scratch them off before
at the counter?
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
I've seen them go
in
out
line holding up people.
Well, they'll go off to the side, they'll scratch, and then they'll come right back and cash them in, and they'll keep doing that.
Well, I don't have a problem with that as long as they're not standing in line. Or do they buy them and get back in line if there's it all depends on the time that you go to.
Yeah.
I mean, mornings, lunch, rush hour, evenings, just like traffic, people moving, shaking, going all around. From the chat line, Ryan follows up with what I was talking about. I'm like, look, dude, I just want $10 in gas and a bag of Funyuns. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Usually if I'm in there, I'm getting my favorite Gator Light, my favorite drink of all time. They should be advertising on this show. I spent enough money on the Gator Lights. You know, the odd-shaped little bottle. Best drink ever. And a protein bar. Usually. That's what I'm trying to get. If it's later in the evening or something, it might be a Simply Bold hard lemonade. That's it. And I'm in and I'm out, Ryan. I'm like you. I'm like, mother trucker, what is going on with these lottery tickets?
Eli says his other jobs at a gas station, some people will hold up the line to scratch their tickets.
What?
Yep.
So, Eli, you've seen this. I have not. Okay. That might send me out. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I would turn around and walk away.
But you can also make things like you can look at a teller and let them know, like, and it's not the teller's fault. But sometimes they'll ask people to move out. I've seen that as well. Like,
and the people doing it know what they're doing. They just don't care.
I hope so.
Right.
Pro Joe, I hope so. There are some people, there are a lot of people we can just be clueless as humans sometimes. And sometimes we don't even mean to be.
Right.
Sometimes we're just, and I've had ignorant moments. I've had the imbecile moments. Sometimes we don't know, or we're holding somebody up, or we're trying to back out maybe of a gas station. We don't see literally. And others, do we have a high standard for others when we go out in public? We do. Come on. We do. Most of us have a high standard for others.
Expectations.
We don't expect anybody else to make mistakes, but we want other people to be patient of us. That's human nature. It is. But freaking A, there needs to be another line, man, for the lottery tickets. Mm-hmm. I could not agree any more. Linda says, the CVS line at the pharmacy, CVS, a line at pharmacy, Schnucks moves faster. What do you think she's saying? CVS line.
I think CVS is busier.
I don't know, but I brought it up. It's like the longest lines I ever waited in seem to be at Walgreens. And there'll be like 2 people and I'm there, 5 to 8 minutes. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
I think the
slowest checkout system ever known to mankind.
I think it depends on the location, because the Walgreens out in Troy, the line would be wrapped around the building for the drive-through. Because there's only one Walgreens, there's no CVS, there's nothing.
Where have we gone? And oh my gosh!
Right.
So that's a negative shutout, I guess.
Oh.
And maybe it's just the amount of people who are going there.
Just saying, Troy needs another
Okay,
pharmacy.
there you go. It's a growing area, right?
Yes.
All right. CVS is a pain. Got it. Yes, that's what I was saying. CVS and Walgreens, those stores can be a pain. I did see, and some of them, they have self-checkout. Like there's one on Olive in Creve Coeur. They've got the self-checkout. And they actually encourage you. I literally walked in one time and there's nobody working there. They're like stocking shelves. Nobody's even up at the front. I'm like, what the heck? All right. I'm like, what are we doing? So Linda says it's a pain, CVS being a pain throughout the area. Glenn says ban pajamas in public. I'm not affected by that. Pajamas? But Glenn, you're a very studious man. You take care of yourself. You look good wherever you go. Oh my God, you guys are rocking and rolling now. I've heard banning flip-flops in public. We'll continue this conversation. Jump it on the chat line. LouInfo.com is where you can watch us. We are the Lou Information Station, live and on demand at LouInfo.com. We're on X and YouTube at Arch City now. Back with more. Oh, this is getting good right after this.
Hot Take Central 2.0.
Now, as you sports fans know,
it's really getting out of hand, man. It's blowing way out of control.
With Cam Jansen.
I'm going to lead you down the path that rocks.
And Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
You're a legend in the city, moving by day instead of night.
Weekday mornings from 8 to 10.
Hell yeah.
Only on the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com. Hot Take Central 2.0.
This whole situation is getting out of control.
Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill has a new menu. But don't freak out. Hot Shots favorites are still there, like their famous wings, tacos, burgers, and pizzas. Plus, sure to be new faves like Big Philly egg rolls, the Bold and Hearty Slugger sandwich, the Buffalo chicken pizza, and 2 new wing sauces, Carolina Gold and Bourbon Glaze. And making a comeback, it's the return of Hot Shots' legendary waffle fries. So now there's even more to love at Hot Shots. Come try out the new menu at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Find the location nearest you at hotshotsnet.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
At Brown & Crouppen, we get that after an accident, money's tight. That's why we offer so much for free. First call, free. First consultation, free. Stuck at home or in the hospital, we'll come to you for free. So call Brown & Crouppen, where we don't get paid unless you do. And your first consultation is free.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown & Crouppen. GetBC.com.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. Road crews will be working on both eastbound and westbound I-70 next week, and delays are expected at the I-70, I-64, US 61 interchange. If you're traveling eastbound on Interstate 70, the 2 left lanes will be closed nightly from 8 p.m. until 6 a.m. beginning on Monday, July 21st, and lanes for westbound travelers will be narrowed. A Festus area man is facing charges for allegedly attacking another man for being on his property. The man was mowing a lawn in the 1400 block of Eva Way, south of Festus, on June 24th, when the man accused of the attack approached him and struck him in the chest with a piece of wood. A soybean disease has some Missouri farmers concerned. Red soybean rot threatens to reduce crop yields. Affected plants will have a discolored lower stem and white fungal growth near the soil line. Six Flags St. Louis will reinstitute its chaperone policy this Thursday. All guests 15 and under must be accompanied by a parent, guardian, or adult who's at least 21. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We'll be in the upper 80s today. We have a stationary front and low pressure system just off to our east, so we could get some showers and thunderstorms. A little bit of sunshine, though, and a little bit breezy. Overnight, some clouds, mid-70s, and then a mix of sunshine and clouds on Wednesday. A few afternoon showers possible, pretty hot and very humid. Afternoon high in the mid-90s. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com.
Hey everyone, Cam Jansen here to tell you about the experts at Fast Signs in Earth City. Fast Signs can handle any and all of your business visibility needs, from traditional signs and graphics to digital to core graphics and anything in between. Fast Signs in Earth City has you covered. The station uses them, the Blues use them, and you will love the work they do. Call 314-344-4400 for your custom signage needs today. That's Fast Signs in Earth City, 314-344-4400.
Looking to get organized and support local? At St. Louis Closet Company, we've been designing custom closets and storage solutions right here in St. Louis for over 30 years. From walk-in closets to home offices and even pantries, we create personalized, organized spaces that fit your lifestyle and your space. Built locally and installed professionally. Call 314-781-9000 for your free estimate or visit stlouisclosetco.com today.
Broadcasting live from the J. Randolph Jr. Studios in Kirkwood.
I once got catfished by a girl in Kirkwood. Before catfishing was really even a thing.
This is the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com with live and on-demand content on YouTube. And catch all of our local shows on Apple, Spotify, and wherever you listen to podcasts. KLIS 590 AM, Wood River, St. Louis. Back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Hey guys, welcome back into the show. Happy Tuesday morning. It is a sunny St. Louis summer, sizzling morning throughout the area. It's July 15th. Our time is 7:34, almost 7:35. Glad you're with us as you join us Monday through Friday from 6 to 8 a.m. Hot Take Central 2.0 follows us from 8 to 10 today and every day, Monday through Friday. The former Blue, Cam Jansen, and the St. Louis Cardinals broadcaster, Jim the Cat Hayes, they bring you to 10 o'clock. Also, big news coming up with our show today, or at least our network. You can learn more about all the shows that we have throughout our programming. That's at louinfo.com. You can stream us, by the way, all the time at louinfo.com. You can also go to louinfo.com to learn about our shows and get a daily rundown of what we're bringing you for that day. Today, Charlie Tuna ran into the big man yesterday. Today, he has Joe Buck on at noon. Joe Buck, always a terrific interview, very thoughtful in his responses and entertaining as well. That'll be at noon today at louinfo.com. By the way, if you have story ideas or interviews or people that you want us to talk to, let us know. As our commercials say, we are the new kids on the block. We're just trying to focus on St. Louis. St. Louis focus, keep it light, positive. Who's making news? Where are the headlines? What's going on in your neighborhood? Who do you want to give shout outs to? That's what we do. And we appreciate you guys liking, subscribing, and sharing our show. You can watch us, view us on X and YouTube at Arch City Now. That's where you can jump in on the comments as well as people are doing. You can also give us a call at 855-282-8255. That's 855-282-8255. Pro Joe alongside as well today. We like to have it when Pro Joe pops himself up. He never likes to be on camera. I like to say, Pro Joe, pop yourself up. So we see him, Pro Joe gets tired, and we give him the side profile. This is his Wilson because we put the arm in. Oh, there he is. We put you on the website. We finally put you on the website. So you do exist.
Yes.
This is the expert of all things. You will never find anybody who knows more about anything and everything in life. And if you don't believe him, ask him. He will tell you so.
According to him.
According to me. Thank you, Pro Joe. I love to put you on the spot. Sorry, I think I see you getting red in there. We love our man,
Always.
Our expert taking care of business. One of the chat line conversations that got kind of popular in the last break, where are the longest lines in St. Louis? It started us talking about what happened in St. Louis at Lambert on Sunday. Thousands of Seventh-day Adventists all converged on Lambert at the same time, and the airport couldn't handle the traffic. Long lines everywhere. Couldn't get people through fast. And the next thing you know, people are missing flights. At one point in time, there were near 50 delayed flights. But somehow, some way, as our listener Glenn told us, hey, I was just in Tokyo. It took us 5 minutes to go through. Busiest airport in the world. Tokyo, Japan. Everything was fine. Why can't Lambert do it? Hey, I don't know what happened. It was one of those things. We'll see where we can go. Which led us into other where are the long lines. CVS got a shout out. Pro Joe threw one at Walmart during the holiday season. Lottery ticket players. Okay, we get it. I don't know if there's a fast way to do it if you pick your numbers. I've never picked numbers. I bought the quick picks, but I've never picked numbers. I've read all the research. If you buy a ticket, there is no more of a chance of you winning the lottery by playing your own numbers than getting a quick pick. Now, maybe it's for you. Maybe you had a vision. Maybe somebody told you those are the numbers you're playing and you're going with it. But we all know lottery players in lines at gas stations can make the quick trip not so quick. That's for sure.
I've always been told that you have a better chance if you play the same numbers every time. I don't know why.
Who told you that?
I don't remember where I got that information.
Okay, I got you. All right. That wasn't online, was it?
Probably
Linda
not.
says, we love Pro Joe. Greg wants to know, did people have to take their shoes off in Tokyo? Because they moved through that line super damn fast. Super damn fast. That's a great point. Of course, that also goes to our study and our story from last week, where certain airports around the country are now going to be in a situation where they will not require you to remove your shoes. Unfortunately, Lambert is not one of them. Tammy says, people, never go to Costco on a Sunday. There's your lines. Okay, shout out for Costco. Tammy, we appreciate that jumping in. I've been to Costco on a Saturday. It's been a while. I don't have to do the bulk stuff anymore. I used to have to do that all the time, but now I'm pretty much solo. I don't have all the kids and the family to take care of.
I don't do any shopping on the weekend at all because every store is a madhouse.
Best time is early in the morning, late at night.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I miss Walmart being open 24 hours a day.
You're a Walmart guy, aren't you?
For that reason alone, though. Just because I could go at 4 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Fair enough. I get it. Fair enough. Greg says, oh, crap. I have to go to Walgreens today to get my aunt's scripts. I just live drinks to myself. Report back in tomorrow. Let us know how your trip was. Set the stopwatch and keep us posted. Also, Sam's Club on a Sunday, also busy. We've heard about the gas pumps that they have out there as well. Those can be backed up throughout the St. Louis area as well. Okay. Fair enough. Those are the lines. You never know what's going to do it with people. That's what does it today. Time is 7:40. We're taking it 8 o'clock. Halfway through July. Is it me, or is time moving at double the speed that it did 10 years ago? Is it because we're so immersed in activities and headlines and to-do list? I mean, we're halfway through the year of 2020. We're over halfway through the year of 2025 already.
Now, I've heard that
here we go.
That the
Projo, can we see you when you say this important information?
Oh yeah, this is so important. I've heard that the Earth is spinning faster now somehow. I don't know. I just heard this recently too, and I really wish I could retain where I get this information. But I'm telling you, I heard it.
So the world is, or the Earth is spinning faster.
Yes, due to something. I don't know.
So that would make time seem like it's going fast.
I don't know. I think that could be an explanation.
Just teach me. I love to learn. I have no problem admitting what I don't know. How would that, I wonder how that would be with time. Like if it's our clocks and our stopwatch, seconds are still the same, right? Or are seconds moving faster?
Right. I wouldn't think that it would make a difference, actually. Like there's, remember Superman when he spun, went around the earth backwards and reverse time?
That's a good, that's a great.
I don't think that that's actually possible.
It's a great analogy considering the
Right.
Superman movie that's out, which
Right.
did really well in the first weekend, by the way.
Nice.
And I promise you, Joe did not smoke any flour this morning before
No.
he said that.
No.
I've been with him since dark 30.
This is natural me.
Guys, we just try to have fun here. It is Art City now, bringing you everything that's happening throughout the St. Louis area. Whatever your thoughts are, jumping in. We appreciate it. X and YouTube. That's where you can stream us, but also jump in on the comment line as well. We do appreciate you liking, subscribing, sharing the show, letting people know what we're doing here. The more the merrier. That's what we try to do. Not only on our platform, but also streaming us on 590 as well via luinfo.com. You can always give us a call as well. 855-282-8255. Back to the chat line. Linda says, Worth the wait in Maplewood. Sam's. Oh, the Maplewood Sam's, says the Illinois gal. Oh, making the trek from the east side over to the Maplewood Sam's. There you go. Shout out for them. I guess that means it's moving quickly. So good for you. Greg says, yes, due to gravity. Oh my God, here we go. You opened up a can of worms, Projo. When it comes, do things seem like they're moving faster? Greg says, yes, due to gravity changes. 0.005 milliseconds, more common than we know. Sometimes we need a leap second. Greg is a super cool dude, but he also has a plate in his head. And sometimes we get glimpses of that.
Was a short
Don't
circuit.
stand next to the microwave too much. The 5G is hitting him hard this morning. No, I get it. Ryan checks in and says, with a little work, Joe could do a mean impression of Bradley Cooper. How do you see that? Oh, is that from
Isn't Bradley Cooper off The Hangover?
Yeah, well, or I don't know what the reference was. Maybe
Limitless or
Limitless.
Limitless, that's it. Yeah,
We've got somebody on a company called Limitless coming up on the show on Friday.
Yeah.
Which he will say will make you feel like Bradley Cooper in Limitless. And who doesn't want to feel like Bradley Cooper? Hell, who doesn't want to look like Bradley Cooper? Does he have a pill for that too?
I don't know.
All right.
We'll find out.
Linda says, yeah, I go there for gas. Yeah, I get it. For the Sam's. Okay. You just give a lot of people in St. Louis don't like to give up their treasures, their little hot spots. They don't want people to know about them. I get it, but I don't get it. I get it, but I don't get it. It's all good. Joe could do a mean impression of Bradley Cooper. I'd love it. Maybe. Maybe.
I'll have to practice that.
Okay. Yeah. Arch City Now. By the way, if you want to send us an email about guests or topics we should cover, let us know. These are the quote dog days of summer where not a ton is going on, or at least we try, we check, we do our research. It's tough to get people up to do a lot of we do have some guests lined up that are coming up in the next month. It's difficult sometimes in the mornings to get people going. And we try. We appreciate you guys jumping in. archcitynow@gmail.com. Once again, archcitynow@gmail.com. Yes, from the chat line, Ryan says, finishing up that topic, Limitless was the movie my wife and I watched on our first date. Oh, there you go. Hopefully that worked well and you still remember it. And there you go. You watched it. You're married. And we've got Limitless coming up on Friday.
Bradley Cooper had something to do with him getting married, apparently.
Yeah, he might have. 7:46 is the time. Major League Baseball's All-Star game is tonight. I just don't know how that does, if that really moves the needle for people anymore. One Cardinal suiting up. Hopefully he plays. We'll see. Brendan Donovan. I love Brendan. He's not even hitting 300. He's in the lineup. One player from every team has to go. If they didn't force players to go, the Cardinals wouldn't even have one player in this year. They wouldn't have one. But every team gets one. So at least we got Brendan. You can watch that tonight. The home run hitting contest was last night. Kind of new guys. Kind of a change of the guard. Cal Raleigh, home run derby champion. Seattle Mariner. Ken Griffey Jr. was there taking pictures. He's a professional photographer of sorts. He was the last Mariner to win. So congrats to him. What else did we learn today? Allegedly, people are stealing water from Missouri. We found that Governor Keogh had to sign legislation to stop the exportation of Missouri water to other states. You can still do it if you're a company, but you have to get a pass now to do it. And how would you know? Would you just see a truck beep, 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 backing up to water with what, pumps and hoses? I mean, how would that look? How big would the tanker have to be? And how many trips? And where's the water going? I don't know. It just blew my mind when I heard that. I'm like, what? What? Linda says mixed feeling about the Cardinals. Yeah, I get it. Totally mixed feelings about the Cardinals. And people just aren't going to the games like they used to. That's for sure. And while the Cardinals are not necessarily a good team, they're 5 games over 500 and they're not out of the playoff hunt. They're only a game and a half, I think, behind the wild card, the third and final wild card spot. So that is what it is. Also, another story we didn't get to today, just putting out there, red light cameras were approved over a year ago in St. Louis City, and they still haven't put them in. Like, what's going on? What's the holdup? The former mayor actually signed them in. That was after we had some tragedies of people getting hit downtown.
Well, we had some, and they got rid of them.
In the city?
Yeah.
Well,
I actually got a
approved
ticket
again.
from one. That was a long time ago.
Of course you did.
Right.
All right. God help me. I don't want to rip you and then go outside and
Right. Get a ticket.
yeah, exactly. No, that's all right. I get it, Projo. It can happen to anybody.
It can.
No, but they have them in the city now. They were approved over a year ago, and they're not being used. So I have no idea what's going on. In this final segment that we do as well, we kind of touch upon some of the headlines that we've talked about throughout the show today as well. Six Flags over St. Louis has reactivated their chaperone policy. So parents and guardians, here's what's going on. Your kids 15 and under can't go by themselves. If you were somebody doing that, sorry, can't do it anymore. You may have a super mature kid and they have super mature friends, but they can't do it. So what has to happen now, at least somebody 21 years of age with a photo ID to prove it has to check the kids in, and you have to stay with the kids. And one person who is at least 21 years of age can watch or be responsible for up to 10 kids. That's it. If not, you can't get in, or they'll kick you out. And if you walk in with them and you try to leave and they see you, the kids get kicked out. It's a lot of money as well. So anyway, Six Flags reinstituting that policy. They began that with Fright Fest last year. I guess they had some issues, people running around, kids just being kids at Six Flags, and the Fright Fest moments and those nights can be fun as well. So I get it. We've already talked about the situation when it came to the long, frustrating lines from Lambert on Sunday, and then that led into a plethora of conversations regarding people getting backed up in lines all over the place and where the longest lines are. The longest ones I saw, as I said, were at Walgreens, or the longest wait times that I've had have been at Walgreens. And don't even get me into fast food, because fast food throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area is like 10 times longer than it ever was 15, 20, 25 years ago. And then it depends on the place too. It depends on the place. If you go to some places, if you have to, even if you're just trying to, get a tea, a soda, or whatever, some of those places, man, it can take forever. Forever. By the way, Money Magazine puts St. Louis on a list of the cities where renters can have their dream because of the things that are Tulsa, Oklahoma, Oklahoma City, Dayton, Ohio, Cincinnati, St. Louis, Columbus, Ohio, some of the top cities on that list. St. Louis makes the list because it's cheap to live here. Believe it or not, it is. We can rip St. Louis, but it is cheap. It's cheap when you consider other places to live. And it's one of the positives that we do have here. So you can find good housing properties with affordable rents. Now, some of those rents have gone up in recent times, and your BlackRocks and corporations can buy some of those places out, and you're competing with them. But the average rent for a decent, now I know this is going to go up. And you're like, well, Vic, it's one bedroom. Their average that they put out there was average rent for a decent one bedroom apartment in St. Louis is just over $1,000 a month. That's 30% lower than the national average. That's for one bedroom. And then, of course, that's your starting point, and you move up from there. So not horrible. Rents have increased slightly, 0.5% from the previous year. But you can rent a studio apartment for under $1,000 a month and a 2-bedroom apartment at $1,292 a month.
And in New York, you can rent a closet for $3,000.
Yeah. But they're very nice closets with great views.
Shared bathroom for everybody on the floor.
Yeah. It's just like being at college. Not St. Louis, but fastest selling cities, by the way. Some of those around the area. Oklahoma City, 4 days. to sell a home. Baltimore shocked me, 3 days. Hartford, Connecticut, 3 days. Milwaukee, 3 days. Richmond, Virginia, 3 days. Slowest selling cities. I'd heard about Orlando, Florida. You brought up the Orlando airport earlier. Miami, had heard about that as well. Jacksonville, Florida. We got 3 Florida. I mean, Florida homes and properties were sitting around, which is crazy because people go there and vacation and have some rental properties there, or maybe a summer home. Tucson, Arizona, and Nashville, Tennessee. But listen to this. So Nashville's average 20 days. Orlando, 15 days to sell a home. Miami, 15 days. Tucson, 12 days. Jacksonville, Florida, 12 days on average to sell a home. I don't know. Does it move the needle for you? I don't know. We're just bringing the news to you, talking about some of those things that are happening.
If you're selling homes.
I did have to tell about this story too, because not St. Louis involved, but many people from the St. Louis area go to the lake. I've never seen this. And as long as nobody got hurt, I would absolutely love to see this at some point in time. This last week, there was a guy who's from Kansas City. He was charged. So he's been charged with throwing a woman off a boat. He was intoxicated. He threw a woman off the boat. Police were called. And after he did it, he took off. So it was literally him, like old Miami Vice, like racing in his boat. And he has a boat. He has a $700,000 boat.
I was going to say, what kind of a boat is he throwing people off of?
Well, I don't know. I don't have those details,
Right.
Projo. But many people go to the lake, or you've been on Lake Waters. So as police were arriving, they see this dude like flying by. So it's like the commercials. They stop and then they're chasing this guy, who eventually goes into a cove and tries to book it on foot. Races into a cove, leaves his boat, and he takes off. Like maybe they're not going to notice his bright orange boat.
Right.
I'm like, what? Dude. And I don't know how to pronounce it perfectly, but it's the Hyari Marine H44Z. If you look it up, you'll see it's a it's a 2023 orange. That's a $700,000 boat.
But it's not like a cruise liner he's throwing anybody off of, like stories high, you know?
No. Just a couple feet. It's all good. That's horrible. Obviously, they ended up getting, I mean, he was, they saw his boat at the 10-mile marker in the main channel. I mean, that's right out there. And this dude is flying by with boating. I've never, in all my years of going to the Lake of the Ozarks, my entire life, I've never seen a chase. Ever.
I just have so many questions. And we have 2 minutes.
I know, I'm sorry.
Like that's the equivalent of pushing somebody in a pool, unless you're doing like 50 miles an hour.
Real quick, because I always try to get everybody's chance. Glenn's laughing. Where are the brakes? Greg wanted to know if it was his wife, if she was telling him how to drive the boat. I mean, so many people go to the lakes. Or like, I've seen some crazy stuff. And I've seen some men who are abusive. I saw a man punch a woman in her face in a bar in Tennessee one time, and 3 guys jumped on him real quick, and she was out. It was sad that stuff could happen. Police come and they pull out, and I'm like, what the hell? So this guy, you don't throw somebody off a boat. You don't put your hands on anybody, especially a woman. Throws her off the boat.
1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute already?
Yeah.
Damn, we're just warming up.
I know.
Cam, Jim, we're going to take a little extra time today, okay? We're just heating up right now. We've been here since 6 o'clock. No, I'm just kidding. BUI. He got a BWI. That's for sure. Guys, we appreciate you joining us, man, every day. Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. It is Arch City Now. Projo. I'm Vic Faust. I'm getting your signals down now, 30, which is about 20. Let us know. Go to our email, archcitynow@gmail.com, if you have guest ideas. Thanks for watching, subscribing, sharing our show. We will see you guys again tomorrow. Have an awesome Tuesday. That does it for our July 15th show. I'm Vic Faust with Arch City Now. Hot Take Central 2.0 up next.
In your city with Kelly and Gordon. It's the hottest happy hour in STL radio. A high energy, high impact.
People ask all the time, who the heck is Low Cost Airlines? Well, we're not just one airline. When you're talking to us, you're